Hello, Brick Cavers. This is Bob Nelson here in the Brick Cave, and today is Monday, January 10th, 2022. Welcome to it. Happy New Year if you missed last episode. But today, I did have a bunch of stuff I was going to talk about, but I don't have all the details organized, so I'm going to save it for next Monday. And today, what I'm going to do is just do a kind of a high-level overview of submitting to Brick Cave. So I know there's a lot of authors out there that are looking for publishers and looking for ways to have their works put out into the world. And if you have decided that self-publishing is not for you and you do want to pursue a partnership with a publisher, I thought I'd just give you a kind of a high-level overview of what Brick Cave's looking for and kind of how we approach publishing. So right now there's three different types of content that we're kind of looking for. The first of which is actually our manuscript submission process, and that is ongoing. So we're always kind of looking for that next solid manuscript, that next writer that kind of fits in with how our press kind of works and lives and breathes. And you can find all of the information that I talk about here on our website at brickcave.media. And all you have to do is on that website, go to the bottom of the page. There's a complete separate menu for our submission process. So you'll find the manuscript submission link there. And that's going to tell you a little bit about the types of manuscripts that we're looking for. So I'll just kind of start. We're really not looking for horror, romance, or really nonfiction at this time. So there are, of course, always exceptions to every rule. But at this time, those would be three kind of genres that we're kind of not really looking at too seriously. We are always looking at science fiction and fantasy, so we are always in the mood to see if there's somebody that is pushing those genres forward and making some good manuscripts. I won't bore you with the complete details of formatting the manuscript and all of that. All of that is on the website at brickcave.media. And you are absolutely welcome to review that and then submit right off of the website. So it's a great way. It's a great way to get your manuscript submitted for consideration. There is a schedule of consideration on there as well. So we try our best to give you an idea of when you should hear from us when you submit. I will admit we are super duper busy right now, so we are behind a little bit in notifications. So you are always welcome to check in with us if you've submitted and haven't heard anything, just to see if you can kind of, shake the tree a little bit, see if we can tell you where you're at. A really great way to introduce yourself to us as a writer would be through our Fictioneers Submission. And our Fictioneers Submission is a program that we have for our BC Book Club members. So this is our members that are subscribers. They're either Sapphire subscribers or they are Diamond subscribers, meaning that they're paying members to have access to exclusive content. So we do offer a paying market called the Fictioneers, and you can submit a short story. We're not looking for anything long. It's stuff that our members can get in and engage with and read and and then move on with whatever they're doing. And there's guidelines in there to do that, and it's a great way for us to read your writing style, and it's also a great way for you to get to meet us a little bit on the editing side, so you can start to see kind of who we are, what kinds of things we look for, that kind of thing. And as I said earlier, it is a paying market, so if you're accepted, we do pay for that. All of those details are there on the website. The third way that you can submit content to Brick Cave is through our podcasts. And this is a lot of fun. So each of our two primary podcasts, which are Bill and Patrick, and then Bruce and Sharon, they each have a way for listeners to submit content. In the case of Bill and Patrick, it's submit a poem that you would want Bill and or Patrick to read on the podcast. And they will do their best to represent your work as best they can. And then on Bill and Sharon's side, they will actually do a first page review of a project that you're working on. So basically you would submit to them the first page of the project. They'll read it on the air, and then they'll kind of talk about their feedback on it, just to kind of to give you some direction and to share insights with others as well. So that would be the third way that you can kind of send us content. That as well, that's listed on the actual podcast page. So if you go to brickcavepodcast.com, you can see the details of submitting to each of those segments. Having Bill and Patrick read your poem, I'm just going to say, is hilarious. I don't know how else to say it. It's just a fun thing to have done. And, you know, we would love to hear more from people to have them submit poetry. So all of that information, of course, rolls up into our website at brickcave.media. Our BC Book Club members, whether they are Red Dragon members, Sapphire members, or Diamond Dragon members, are able to access our forums where they can discuss the things that they're reading. And we'd love to have you as a BC Book Club member. Submissions on all of those are accepted year-round, so there's no sort of cutoff dates that you would need to submit by. And that's pretty much what I know. So happy to have your questions or comments in the comments. Questions or comments in the comments. And I'll link through to those pages on the Brick Cave website as well. So I hope everybody is having a great 2022 so far. I know we're only 10 days in, but, you know, we got to pull it where we can get it, right? Take care. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this episode of the Bob Vlog at Brick Cave Media, and I will see you guys next Monday.